Well, hello, Patrick. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay, Caroline. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, YouTube. I'm very pleased that you guys like our last prediction. It
That was
was
epic. Epic.
it was epic and it was huge to do, and but we got a great response from it.
I was very pleased with the response. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a it was a big task. Took a lot of work.
absolutely. We worked our ass off on that one. But today we are going to talk to Mars. Actually, we are going to play the conversation we recorded in January, and we are going to give our comment on that conversation, right?
Absolutely. Mars has a special place for me because he was the first planet I spoke with,
Right.
and those who remember, he was quite sad. He was quite dejected. He was resigned to his fate, I believe was the phrase he used. But now he seems a lot more confident. He has plans. I can't give away what's in the conversation, but he's doing stuff,
Right.
right?
Well, we're gonna find out what he is doing in the conversation, right?
Brilliant.
So we're gonna play it now.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Hello, Mars. Do we have a connection with you?
Yes, you do.
How are you doing?
I am very well, thank you.
So I wanted to first know, are you still talking with human on a regular basis?
Yes, I am.
It still help you with your recovery?
Definitely.
Good. How is your recovering doing?
I am doing very well. I am actually changing.
Are you terraforming?
Correct.
Okay, so that means human life is going to be possible on your surface?
In truth, there is human life on my surface, but not walking in my atmosphere. This could happen once my transformation is complete. It is a slow process.
So that transformation is going to take some time. We're not going to see this in the next 100 years.
You will see changes. It is not, for want of a better phrase, global change. It is piece by piece.
What is that blue spot, that third phase of the moon, as spotted on your surface?
That is just a chemical reaction.
What kind of chemical?
There are different chemicals within my soil. There are chemicals left over from previous civilizations. As I change, different chemicals mix with other chemicals and you get similar effects. This blue color will dissipate over time.
Okay, and we're only talking about the color, but is that liquid? Is that gas?
It is residue from a liquid. It is not exactly a gas. It is just a residue, a mixture of moisture and soil.
Okay. So, Mars, I was wondering, are you under the influence of the Elohim like Saturn?
No,
They don't bother you?
no.
Is that because there were a nuclear war on your surface?
Yes,
That's why they don't bother with you?
they do not consider me worth the effort.
Okay. Now, I have one question, very specific. So it's a bit long. I'm going to read it as I wrote it. So, a lot of people, more specifically in the military, are talking, they are waking up to memory of spending 20 years under your surface and being returned to Earth after age regression. Is it true? And are they also using time travel, and who is doing it?
The events you speak of are true. It's part of what some people call the secret space program. There is a space program within different countries, not just big ones. They all have their own programs. Every nationality that is developed space technology has a base either on or underneath my surface. I am after the moon. I am the nearest object to visit. I am a staging post. I am a guinea pig. I, as an individual, am going to retake my surface. Finish.
Good for you, Mars. So, who has taken people from her? Like, is from all of those space programs?
Different countries work with different countries. The Americans and Australians work very closely together. There is, under your surface, many different ways of traveling across your planet at speeds you would not comprehend. They would leave America and be in Australia half an hour later, whereas in air flight it would take a whole day. There is technologies used by this secret space program that would amaze you. Finish.
Mars, is there a dragon on your surface? Dragon in their physical form?
Dragons visit, they do not live here. They have always visited.
When they visit you, are they under their physical form or their energetic form?
They manifest here energetically. They manifest on Earth physically.
So when we see dragon in cloud, is this qualify as a physical manifestation?
It's more of an energetic representation of what is physical.
Right. So is dragon are helping people to wake up from this reality of being taken for 20 years and return on Earth? Are dragon trying to prevent that from happening?
There is very little dragons can do to prevent this from happening. They have been used by the secret space program to try and be used as a weapon. They have so far resisted. They would sooner perish than to harm. They are benevolent creatures. Yes.
Is there anything we can do to help the dragon community to not be used by those secret space agencies?
Very little you as an individual or a group of people can do. It is a matter of when all of the secret clandestine activities are made public that there will be a reckoning, there will be a correction. This will benefit all life. Dragons are very, very strong. They live long lives. They can simply outlive this problem they may face at the moment. Finish.
So those who lead the secret space program, are they under the influence of the Elohim or something like that?
No, it is a group of alien races who manipulate humans in authority within the secret space program. These humans believe they are part of the organization when in fact they are being used. They are being deceived. Finish.
Well, Mars will keep on sending you love and hope that you keep on going on very well with your recovering, terraforming, and take your space back, take control back.
I will prevail. Good to speak with you.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
So, what a conversation.
Yes, it's not one of our longest, but it's always a pleasure to hear from him, and he sounds totally different to when we first spoke with him, you know. And I think a lot of that is down to the fact that several people are communicating with him.
Yeah, we are very pleased about that, to know that you guys keep on talking with Mars and send the planet love, right?
Absolutely. Always send them love. They do appreciate it. And,
Absolutely.
those of you who are using your pendulums, talk to the planets. You'll be surprised at what response you get.
That's right. And also, Titan told us that he was surprised that I was just willing to send him love just like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
and that's the most valuable thing in the universe is love.
Absolutely. And you have a never ending supply of it,
That's right.
and it's humbling to think a big entity like a planet or a moon. I mean, the size of them, you look at the size of Jupiter, wow. And they can be touched just by us giving them love,
That's right.
It's amazing.
And that's how we are going to overcome everything that's going to come down the path from now on, right?
Absolutely. Love conquers all.
Right. So Mars told us that he was terraforming.
Right.
So what is terraforming?
Well, everyone knows Mars is a desolate planet. There are lots of different theories as to why that is. Nuclear war is one of them. Terraforming is when a planet changes back to like what we are, right? Breathable atmosphere, plants, animals, vegetation, everything. That's terraforming.
Okay. So, but he was saying that it was being done piece by piece.
Yeah, it's not I think the phrase he used was global, not a global.
It's not global.
It's piece by piece, which
Piece
means
by
he's concentrating on an area before moving on to the next. We haven't asked how the actual practicalities of that are done, but there must be some form of atmospheric dome. You with me?
Yeah.
We'll
find out later.
I can't suggest questions, so I'll leave that in your department.
You cannot. So the Elohim don't consider Mars worth the effort to pay attention to him or use him.
Probably because of his desolate state. They've written him off in effect, but they don't know how he is now, do they? Or we assume they don't if they're not paying him attention.
Well, I don't know, but right now Mars is taking his power back, is taking his surface back, and I mean, it might not be sufficient for the needs of the Elohim, but what he's got is sufficient to take his power back.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you think of the Elohim, they feed off of our negative energy.
That's right.
We know there are humans on Mars, or should we say underneath Mars, but there's not the quantity that is here. So whatever negative energy they do give off, it's not enough to feed the Elohim, is it? I would have thought.
Yes. And we did find out also that the secret space program has been taking people for real, bring them to Mars, spend 20 years, and then they do the age regression and come back to Earth.
Bring them back as if they were never gone.
Like if they were never gone.
Yeah.
And they must travel in time too in order to do that.
They serve 20 years, they get age regressed and sent back in time to the start of the 20 years. It's it blows your mind, really. You
Yeah,
know, the technology involved in just age regressing somebody. You know,
right.
right?
That's mind blowing.
Yeah,
But also, we know now that the people in the secret space program that are doing that, they are doing it in under the influence of an alien, and they believe that they have a good deal with the alien, but they are just being used, they are just being deceived in order to do what the alien need them to do.
yeah. I got the impression that obviously these so-called faceless people in charge of the secret space program, they believe they're in charge when in actual fact they're just being manipulated by multiple alien races, right? You know,
You think it's multiple?
yes, I do. I don't think it's just one. It's a group of different alien races who have um, a vested interest in what is happening. I mean, that they withhold the technology. That's the annoying thing. They, I believe they have zero energy. I believe they have the cure for cancer, right?
Well, they're causing cancer, so
You know,
you know, they know how it's made.
yeah,
And we also find out that they have special transportation
yeah.
underground.
Underneath the surface of the Earth, yeah, getting from what was it, America to Australia in about 30 minutes. You know,
30 minutes from America to Australia.
yeah, wow,
30 minutes. Does
yeah,
that blow your mind, people? And how much do you guys pay for a flight that's going to take 12, 13 hours? And that's without counting if you have to change plane, then you
right,
have to wait a few hours in between the two planes.
right, absolutely
Isn't that
crazy.
insane?
And it's all being withheld. It would be a totally different world if we all shared in that.
Right. And we did find out something else also about the dragons.
Yeah, that was very interesting. You know,
Yeah,
they have an energetic part and a physical part, and they
right,
can project their energetic part to Mars,
right.
which I found very interesting. You know, and we were also told they're very old.
Yeah, they're very old and they live extraordinary long life.
Hmm.
And whoever manipulates them in this secret space program, they can outlive those who manipulate them. So it's just like a cold for them.
Yeah,
They catch a cold.
yeah. It, I mean, I believe we've been told before they've been around through multiple human civilizations, not just this one. So to them, 20 years on Mars doing stuff they're not really happy about is just like an afternoon stroll, you know?
I wonder. It must be a blink of an eye.
Yeah. Well, we know time doesn't really exist. It's a man-made construct, but we can't wrap our heads
Man-made
around it.
construct, but yeah, time is relative on how we perceive it,
Hmm.
because when you do something super fun and you're super happy, time goes by fast.
Yeah, it certainly does.
And when you're going through a rough time, time goes very slow.
Absolutely. It's all a matter of focus.
It's and also, when you are into an emergency uh, action, you know, let's say you're walking down the street and you see a car coming and you have a child walking right next to you and the car is about to cut the child and you just take the child on time out of the path. Now, for the person that's doing it, time slow down to a point it's very slow motion. Like
Hmm.
stuff like that happened to me before. It's really on slow motion.
Yeah, yeah. They say sports people like baseball or whatever, they slow down their time so they can see the ball coming. They've got time to react. Whereas the spectators who are watching it, it's chuck the ball, bang, and it's gone. But for the person who's playing it, it all slows down. It's our perception.
Yeah, it's the perception on the action
Yeah.
that makes it fast or slow.
Hmm.
Interesting.
That'd be like the Formula One racing drivers flying around the track at 250 miles an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
To us, they're going around really, really fast, but to them, every millisecond makes a difference,
And
right?
it's slow for them.
Hmm.
They're picking up on high speed.
Right.
And for the dragon, also they don't live on Mars, but they visit Mars and they are in their energetic form.
Hmm.
And when they come to Earth, they are in their physical form. So I ask, is a cloud that looked like a dragon considered as a physical form? And I was told no, this is just a representation of the physical form.
An energetic representation, yeah. We don't fully understand our own reality, do we?
We haven't seen one in the physical form at this moment, at this time. Or maybe
No.
we did, we just didn't know it was.
Well, we've spoken to 2 or 3 dragons now, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we should. I can't suggest questions, so I'll shut up.
Good boy. So that went around it, right?
Hmm.
So with Mars, we only did found one EVP.
Yes.
And it's interesting where we got that EVP. It's in the sentence. So we kept the sentence with the EVP in the middle. We play it once and you can always go back and rewind and you can always do that. We only got one EVP, right? And that was done a long time ago. So I'm asking at that time, I did ask Mars when he was terraforming if human life would be possible. And then in his answer is saying, in truth, there is human life on my surface, but not walking in my atmosphere. And then we hear, yes, we did.
Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it?
Right. So I'm thinking this EVP is not from Mars.
No.
You think it's from other human being living on Mars? Saying, yes, we did walk on the in the atmosphere.
or another alien race saying, yes, we have walked on Mars surface, right?
But I was talking about human life.
Human, yeah, you were.
Human. That's
We're
us.
we're not. Get your teeth in, Patrick. Humans are on multiple planets, not just this one, are they not?
That's right. Well,
You know. So then there has to be some human civilizations out there that were born, live, and die on their planets, moons, or other objects that only know of Earth through history or whatever. Right?
Right. So let's just play the EVP, shall we?
Good idea.
In truth, there is human life on my surface, but not walking in my atmosphere. This could happen once my transformation is complete. It is a slow process.
Well, now it's time for your connection.
Right.
So we must do our protection first,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, let's go for it. Ready when you are. Here we go. Picture a white light above your head. This is pure love. This white light travels down your body to your feet. As it travels down your body, it encompasses you as if you are in a bubble. When it gets to your feet, you can blow this bubble up like a balloon. You then set the thickness of the skin, which is the protection, and you set the intention to not allow in any negative influence, frequency, energy, or even entity. You get confirmation of the protection when you feel a nice warm glow around your heart. Thank you.
Thank you. So I must explain what happened now. Is that we previously recorded, but after I played the EVP, during the time I played the EVP, I muted my microphone and I forgot to unmute it. So everything, we could only hear Patrick and we couldn't hear me. So it was too much work to re-edit and then just re-record, and hopefully that Mars won't be too upset about it.
We shall see.
Well,
He's a cool
now
dude.
you know that we are going to connect with Mars.
He's a cool dude.
He didn't know previously.
No, I didn't.
All right. So I'm gonna let you connect with Mars.
Ready?
Hello, Mars. How are you doing?
Hello, this is interesting, isn't it?
Wow. We are going to have to redo it.
Okay,
You okay with that?
I'm fine. These things happen.
All right. Technology, eh? So, previously, in the previous conversation, you did tell us that there is a difference between the people underneath the surface and the people uh, in the center, in the hollow earth, right? There isn't a difference between the two of them, right?
Yes.
Can you give us a little more information about it?
The civilizations inside the hollow earth have been there for millennia, and they have advanced past the technological stage of those that have been on the surface. Those on the surface have had multiple human civilizations come and go, whereas the civilization inside the hollow earth have been constant. This civilization consists of not only humans, but different alien races. They are all mostly benign. The cities that were spoken of beneath the surface of the Earth are not to be confused with being inside the hollow Earth. These are cities that are a few miles down under the surface. They are vast cities. Although they are technologically more advanced than those of you on the surface, they are not as advanced as those inside the hollow Earth. They have ventured into the hollow Earth, but they prefer to have influence over the surface population. They are more fruitful according to their passion, according to their plan.
Right. And okay, so that's a lot of information all at once. My other question was, um, is there's a comet named Atlas near you going towards the center of our solar system around the sun?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Is there's a comet named Atlas near you coming into our solar system going around the sun?
If it is near me, then it is not just coming into the solar system. It must have been here a while. There is a comet. What it is called is down to man. This comet is going to pass by. It is not going to cause me any problems.
No, it's not supposed to cause any problem, but it's supposed to be massive and very visible even on daytime.
You will be able to see it during your daylight hours. There will be the usual, shall we say, apocalyptic cults that do crazy things when these things happen. This, like all previous comets, will come and it will go.
Is this comet part of our solar system, or is this a comet that visit us every time we come across in this? But we are in a new region of space, aren't we? So
We are in a new area of the galaxy heading towards the galactic center. We are going to see many different celestial objects, and they will become more frequent. This particular comet has been through before.
so this comet is part of our solar system.
It is on the same trajectory. I wouldn't say it is part of your solar system. It is on the same trajectory heading towards the galactic center.
Okay. But we've seen that comet before.
It has passed through before, not during this current civilization.
So when would that be? During a previous civilization?
Correct.
That's been a long time ago.
Long time.
So would that mean we did a full circle of the galaxy last time we saw that one?
No, it is the comet that is circling.
Okay.
It is just on the same trajectory as ourselves.
Okay. It's a very, very long trajectory for us to only see it once every civilization.
These things happen. Space is bigger than you are taught. Much, much bigger.
Right.
The distance between objects, including the planets, moons, is far greater, far, far greater than you are taught.
Yeah, no wonder we have fear of apocalyptic times. Okay. So I guess we're going to leave it at this for the moment, Mars. And I thank you very much for all the information you've given us.
You're very welcome. Speak to you again soon.
All right. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Patrick. Well, that was interesting. It was worth redoing. Good job,
Yeah.
Mars. Good
Well,
job.
I look forward to playing it back.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I don't remember much of it immediately afterwards.
Right.
I can remember the emotion and the feeling, you know,
He must have
but
been laughing. We had to redo it.
I think he understands, comprehends what we're doing here.
It was all my fault.
Don't worry about it.
That's how French people do crazy things, you know.
No comment.
All right. Fifth Amendment, is that right?
We don't have amendments in this country.
Okay. So you can't claim that one.
We don't even have a Bill of Rights.
Right. Whoa.
We have the royal prerogative.
All right. So I was thinking that we could connect also with Penny. Do you want to explain who Penny is?
Penny is short for Penelope. Penelope is my twin sister. My twin sister was alive inside our mummy's tummy when I was born. 10 minutes later, she was born, but she died during the birthing process.
Right.
And I've always missed her. And we have spoken with her before. And she is keen to assist us in our work.
Right.
So we can see what she says to your questions.
Absolutely.
Okay. In fact, if you've watched the Freddie Mercury video, she was at the start of that. She brought him forward.
That's right.
Okay. Whereas previously I've used Angie to help me do such things. Angie was doing it because she loved me, and who wouldn't, right? Penny wants to do it because she says she was meant to do it, even though she's the other side. She's meant to assist us.
That's
so we're
right.
going to give her the opportunity from time to time. We're not doing an Ask Penny show or anything like that.
No.
Okay, so.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Hi, Penny. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, sweetheart. You having a good day?
Well, we had to redo our take. So it's take 2. Well, you know that we are re-recording this part. So in the previous recording, I asked you to connect with a member of the Galactic Federation, but something went wrong and we couldn't connect. So you said you were going to find out why. Did you find out why we couldn't talk with any member of the Galactic Federation?
From what I've been able to ascertain, they have a policy of non-disclosure. They are not keen to talk.
Okay, a policy of non-disclosure. So, those who claim to have a connection with the Galactic Federation, are they real or not?
all I have been told is they do not wish to talk with us.
Okay, with us. Well, that's fine.
It takes two to communicate.
Absolutely. Okay. So can I ask you, how did you felt trying to communicate with them?
They were, I would say, very businesslike, very, the English would say, standoffish. They would talk. They didn't really want to talk. I don't know if they appreciate what you are doing. Who knows, in the future their attitude may change. We can always try again.
Okay. Because I had the feeling that Patrick, through you, could connect with the Galactic Federation. But at least now I know it's true that they are there, right?
They are definitely there.
So they're no longer a secret. We see you. So, well, you're going to be on the show, and this is the intro of you, Penny. Is there anything you would like to share with our community on YouTube?
It has taken several years for me to be able to be this strong in my connection with my brother. When we separated, I have always been with him, but he has always been without me. Now we are together again. I am extremely pleased by this.
Well, we shall talk to you again, Penny, and thank you for showing up and helping us.
You're very welcome anytime.
Talk to you soon.
Goodbye, sweetheart.
Bye bye. Patrick. So apparently, the Galactic Federation is not willing to talk with us.
Right. Wonder why.
I wonder why too. Because apparently they have a policy of non-disclosure, but there is people that claim to talk with some of them.
It's a political statement. There's a saying over here, don't believe any political statement until it receives an official denial, right?
Okay. Well, it was just they were just being polite by saying the policy,
Yeah.
where in fact they just don't want to talk to us.
To you and I, for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Perhaps we're blacklisted.
Maybe we're not in the secret yet.
Well, we've got plenty of frequencies we can talk to.
Absolutely.
We have dragons we can talk to.
Right.
I've actually spoken to a wood fairy before.
A wood fairy.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can't say any more than that because it was during a private session and I don't want to break any confidences.
Okay.
That was an interesting conversation. Right?
Right.
Fairies exist, people.
Fairies exist.
Mm-hmm.
So we are we gonna have to do a show on fairies?
I don't decide the questions. I'm just having
right.
a conversation.
That's right. All right. So, what would be the thing you've learned the most during this show?
Mars has impressed me because when we first spoke with him quite a while ago now, he was very dejected. He was very sad. He had accepted his position of being a desolate rock in space. And now he's terraforming or regenerating, whichever way you like to explain it. He's going through a change. His demeanor is stronger. I sense his strength, you know, and he seems determined, you know, and that teaches us to never ever give up.
Keep moving on, never give up.
No matter how many times you get knocked down, you get back up again.
Right.
Right? Never, never give up. That's what it's taught me. So
That's right. So what's next?
I can't remember. What's
Earth
next?
frequency.
Oh, Earth frequency. That was quite a long one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. We've
So,
asked more questions than any other planet, which is why we've got more follow-on questions for this one.
yeah.
But very interesting. We have a lot of interesting conversations coming up.
That's right. And this is a lot of work what we're doing. Yes,
it is a lot of work. We recorded all the conversations one weekend in January. I've worked with the audio, taken out all the gaps. We've had the additional unexpected EVPs, and we're only going to concentrate on the good ones now because there's too many.
Right.
The Mars conversation we just heard, there was only one EVP that was played, but there was lots of yeses and listen to us, look at us. These are repetitive.
Right.
I just deleted those. Right. Too much work.
Too much work. And then you shoot that at me, and I have to do the transcript. Well, we do the transcript together.
Yeah.
And then I have to edit the transcript with the audio.
Match it up.
Match it and incorporate the conversation and the EVPs and all this and that. And
then our comments at the end.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
That's a lot of work, people. So that's all we have to say at this point.
Yeah, this is considering
end.
the previous show we put out, this is quite a short one, but it still takes time and effort. And you'll enjoy Earth.
Right. Earth is going to be a long one too.
Yeah.
Not because we talked to so many, but also because we had a lot of questions for Earth frequency to begin with.
A lot of questions.
Right. So, as always, you have the hand word.
And that is live in the moment. Live in love. And above all, do not live in fear. We love you all. Goodbye.
Love you all. Bye-bye.